Hello and welcome, listeners, to another episode of Tactical Awareness. It's Season 3, Episode 36B. It's the Next Wave. Heroes to Zeros, the Next Wave. A brand new faction, a sectorial for the combined army. It's the Super Friends of Achilles, Pandora, Drakios. Oh man, Tusser, all your favorites, leaving the Steel Phalanx, going to enhance humanity and join the dominion of alien races, a covenant, if you will, coming across the stars to save humanity from itself and its shackled AI. So I am joined today by my fellow co-hosts Owen and Dan as we break down this faction, talk about all the profiles, and probably just tinker around with some lists. This is purely theoretical, as this army has only existed for a few hours. We wanted to jump on this, give you a special episode, and give you our thoughts on this faction. So let's see how the guys are doing and get this underway.
What are we doing? What's happening? Where am I?
The new wave.
Oh, we're talking about new wave. I don't even know where I am.
The new wave. The next wave. Sorry, not the next wave. The new wave. The next new wave. The next wave.
Oh, thank God they got Bid and Kiss. At last, I can play Bid and Kiss again.
It's only they only get the one version where Kiss is the repeater.
My options are all screwed up again. I hate when this happens.
What a time.
What's the sorting we usually do?
It is type, unit name, classification, publishing order, ISC.
There we go.
Yep.
Hate that. There we go. All right. It was doing it last time too, and I was like, why can't I find Ruby Monday? Hey everybody, it's Heroes to Zeros. We got a whole new army to check out today. And you can actually check out our other video / podcast today on the army update from October 2025. You can see that all of army was updated. There's some core rules updates. The FAQ was updated. But specifically yesterday, they added in Infinity Army, the Next Wave. And if you want to talk about any or hear about any of the core rule changes that got added to this, you'll need to jump over that episode. We'll kind of like gloss over them in this. But this is a kind of fucking crazy army that includes a whole lot of fire teams. And is kind of like the Steel Phalanx of combined army. Owen and I have kind of been talking about this all day. Dan's kind of catching up right now. But basically,
why do they have 8 fire teams?
Well, the Achilles fire team is duo Harris or Core, and it's every named character plus Kodali and the Rain Dancer. And the Rain Dancer is a light infantry type mim troop. So basically, it's everybody who's got weird mimetism and gunfights. So it's Achilles, Patroclus FTO, Pandora, Tusser FTO, Drakios FTO. And Drakios is a size 5 monster rider now. He's just this giant fucker riding a monster, which is very weird. His FTO option doesn't get his weird little Kaidoimos, which is a little Komodo dragon that like follows him around. There's a Shadow Fire team, which is supposed to represent, I think, Patroclus really just riding around Achilles' dick. Like he really wants to be Achilles all the time. And so he's shadowing him. And this is Achilles the Harbinger, which is the new light infantry type. It's kind of their line infantry, although they're not really line infantry because they have combat instinct and dodge +3 and courage. They're like the humans who've sided with the combined army and are, like collaborators. And then you get the Rain Dancer again, the Mim Troop, and the Steeljaw, who's another weirdo, like religious calming plus CC guy. So they have flash and grenades.
Did you call out the fact that you're not allowed wild cards in the Team Achilles fire team?
I did not. Yeah.
Utterly unique. It's the only one.
It's never happened before. Yeah, a little bottom there. You can't take wild cards at all.
Yeah, no wild cards in the Achilles fire team.
Like under that
wild cards.
Only people with names and this Rain Dancer.
And it's the Gearhead and the Nexus are the 2 wild cards in this faction. The Gearhead is your Cyberplug guy, and the Nexus operative is the holdover from Onyx. Then there's a research fire team. Again, it's Pandora, who has the research tag, and the Stinger. And the Stinger is like a weird, light infantry NCO troop. So they're BS Tech -3, Mim -3, NCO, Warhorse religious troop. These guys are fucking wild. BS 13 gunfighters as her bodyguard. But you can also have Achilles, the Wraith, who's another Mim troop with marksmanship and MSV1. Steeljaws, and the Blackheart, who's I don't know how to describe the Blackheart. They're
We'll
sort
get
of
there.
a yeah, like another weird like warband gunfighter. You don't usually see a warband gunfighter, but that's what this is. It's a warband irregular gunfighter. Now, the
A
reason
lot
you're
of
going to
mind
see a bunch of
dispensers.
these,
Yeah,
there's
somehow
a
we'll make that viral mind dispenser work. I'll find
well,
a
and
way.
and what's interesting about this is if you look at warbands, those guys being irregular, everybody's got Fire Team Master in some capacity here. Now, Fire Team Master, if it doesn't have a name, it just makes any irregular troops in the Fire Team regular as long as they're in the Fire Team with them. If it's tied to a name, it's only those troops. So, for instance, Pandora's got Stinger's Fire Team Master. She makes all those Stingers
Super regular because they already
super
were
regular because they're already
regular.
No,
regular. I
it
think it's
allows you
supposed
a
to be
10,
black cards
10-inch bubble of
of control.
fire team
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
ready.
I don't know if it also gives you. I think it also makes the black cards regular. I think it does both.
No, it doesn't.
It's just them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's just them
Drakios
and her. I think Drakios has it.
he is Fire Team Master, whatever.
Yeah, that's right. He has
So
basic
he
Fire Team
gets it,
Master.
but and that gets you like Rain Dancers and Steel Jaws. So you can have a Fire Team Master that makes your Steel Jaws regular who shoot out turrets.
Yep.
Ah, it exists.
And then there's a Harbinger Fire Team, which is everything is Duocor and Harris, except for the heavies. The Harbingers one is those line infantry again with Achilles, the Wraith, who counts as a Harbinger, and then Tusser, who can go in here with his neurokinetic, I guess. I know the FTO option is just a Fearbach, rather. Kodali, who has an FTO profile now, with strategic deployment, so she pulls everybody forward, and then also the Blackhearts, who are Warband.
Oh, we take that.
So,
we were wrong about Fire Team Master. So if a unit name is listed in the brackets after the special skill in the trooper's unit profile, and the trooper's fire team contains any members belonging to that unit, the fire team is canceled if the fire team master
if that guy dies,
is no part of the fire team.
Yeah, if that guy dies. So if the guy with the fire team master dies, that fire team is canceled. Like it doesn't hold, they can't hold together without her, basically. So even if she's not the leader, if she dies somehow, then the fire team's ended.
But only if so Pandora has stingers, but if it's just Pandora and other guys and there's no stingers in it, then if Pandora dies, it doesn't.
No. So if Pandora's in it with stingers and Pandora dies, even if one of the stingers is currently the fire team lead, the fire team breaks.
Right. But if there's no stingers and it's just Pandora and other guys,
then it's fine.
Then the fire team just keeps on, but I guess they go back to irregular.
Yeah.
So
and then
you still can make Blackhearts and Steel Jaws regular.
Right. Got it. And then we've got the Ironhides, the heavy mobile regiment, which is like this weird albedo, like heavy infantry guy who's weirdly armed 3 but BTS 6. And then the heavies fire team has the Juggernaut, which is a crazy tag. It's 8-2 movement, which I think is crazy for a tag. There's a bunch of 8-2s actually in here now. BS14 like a murder tag, techno-organic, tac-aware. And it can duo with itself if you want. For 160 points, you can have 2 of these things hang out with each other with their +1 burst plasma rifles and heavy rocket launchers, or multi-HMGs.
Your guard with DA CC weapon seems like on like missions where you got to go hit a thing. He's like, I see you. Oh.
Yep. It's a tag with guard.
Yeah.
Which is very crazy. It's instead of giving it a peripheral template weapon, they gave it guard.
So it's got CC attack +1 burst.
+1 burst. That's right. Yeah, it's crazy. And then you get a control fire team, and this is kind of the Onyx stuff. So it's got Unidrons in it, Steel Jaws who get Tech Draken, and Blackhearts which get Tech Draken as like a tag. I'm not sure what that means, but that means that if it's no Unidrons and just those guys can all link together. And then M-Drones and Kodali can join that as well. So I think does anyone here have Fire Team Master? Kodali, FTO? Nope.
You can almost run all size 5s.
Because the Blackhearts are size, yeah. The Blackhearts are
like
size
I've been trying to do that while you were talking about the different things, and I'm like, can I run an only size 5?
It's an ogre army basically in this.
And the problem
the
is
Dragons and them are all size 5.
Your lieutenant stops you. And like if it wasn't for that, and I mean like you could bring the Juggernaut Lieutenant, but you're gonna have to figure out points because they're
Yeah,
they got a lot of the black cards are expansive.
they are. And then you can take Nexuses with Unidron and Harbingers as a wild card. And then Gearhead FTO, which is your Cyberplug, can join just about anybody. And that's your fire team
The
options.
Nexus as oh no, the Nexus, never mind. I was thinking it was something else. That's nice to be able to just pop into a fire team.
All right. Well, so Owen, have you done a list yet?
No, I was working all
I
day.
haven't done a list.
That's okay. I haven't done a list either. So I think what we should do then is we should start off with each of the fire. Like, what do we think the big swings here are as far as heroes? So, or we could just do
So
unit profile review. We do this the old way.
I think we just
I
go
mean,
the old way.
yeah, that's probably the way to go because like I don't even know where to start.
It's
Like
such
I
a big
okay,
mix. Yeah.
well here, like I know we would do it the old way and we would go down, but there's like a few things that kind of like immediately jump out. And it is that like the fact that there's 5 size 5 profiles and they're all crazy. They all do something like completely different than what most models in the game have done before them. And
So
that's
here's
kind of
my
what's
suggestion.
catching me.
Let's start with the fire team profiles. Like any of the profiles that
Sure.
can link, we'll start with, and then we'll round up everything else afterwards.
Okay.
Obviously,
Okay,
the
sure.
first one, and this is an easy way to do it. We start with Achilles and with
He's the
his fire
same.
team. He gets a plasma rifle profile with a pulsar. Um, he's nano screened. He's the same as basically the one from the combined list,
But he's
right?
cheaper now. He's like 10 points cheaper.
He's cheaper. Well, he's cheaper than the one that was in Aleph for sure. So still amazing core stop block, arm 3, but he's got nano screen, 3 wounds, mimetism -3 with a nano screen, so -6 total, no cover stealth. Martial arts 4, BS tech SR -1 with an AP Spitfire. So he's effectively got a PS5 AP Spitfire or PS6 Pulsar. He's got courage, dodge +2 inches, forward deployment 4, and he can frenzy. Not that it matters because it just gives him another free order. It just doesn't do anything if he's in a fire team, right? It's like if he's frenzied in a fire team, you can't use his impetuous because it breaks the fire team. Patroclus, his little buddy, Team Shadow. This guy's either got the FTO options, of which there's 4, or there's his like I run around and do things by myself options, which are that 4 deployment hollow projector ones. The FTOs get everything from a multi-marksman, a heavy rocket, and then like a chain of command profile too. There is BS Tech +1 burst on that rocket launcher.
I mean, or Fizz 13 smoke grenades that can link
Yep.
is
They can
always
link.
solid. He's hollow
He's got
map.
Fire Team Master baked in, so anything that he joins him is going to be.
Notably, this is your only smoke grenade.
Is it the
Is it
only smoke?
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The only
Wow.
smoke you get other than disco balls, but for smoke grenades, Patroclus is your only way to do it. So that BS attack plus burst with smoke grenades. So he throws 2 at once and he's high fizz, or at least he's the same as Uxia. This is your way of setting up all of your MSV.
And if you're going to lean into him, you're going to lean into his fire team, the Shadow Fire team, because he's the one that makes Rain Dancers and Steel Jaws regular. Right? So he's the guy that can take those Steel Jaws, those big size 5 guys, and the Rain Dancers, who are also the whatchamacallit?
Pandora can also make steel jaws regular, but
Right, but they're both in here, right? I said there's the Blackheart in there too. Steel Jaws and Blackhearts are both in the Pandora one. That's right.
The Blackheart is the scarier
Of the two, yeah.
but the more expensive, of course.
Whereas the Rain Dancers and Steel Jaws are relatively inexpensive for what they do. Like there's a +1 burst contender, which would be a burst 3 contender that you can take for 20 points.
wait. So the steel jaws turret is you just place a turret, right?
Yeah, it's a regular turret. Yeah.
I was hoping it had like a turret built into itself. That would be like its own thing.
Like popped off him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But they've all got the shadow keyword. So just like one of each, a steel draw. Let's say you take the chain of command one.
Oh,
So
did
the
you point out that they
Patroclus-
get 2 Harrises as well, by the way?
They
I don't
do
know if
get
you
2
saw that.
Harrises. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two Harrises a core and unlimited duos. So
Yeah.
like your first Harris for 74 points, you got Patroclus with Steeljaw and the +1 burst contender. You got like a burst 3.5 contender and a burst 3.5 heavy rocket launcher just wandering around the table. all regular. Your boy Achilles, if you want to take the Lieutenant X visor with that plasma rifle, gives you an extra SWC, which is sweet. And then
And
just stick a Teucer on him. Because why not?
yeah.
Best friends Teucer and Achilles, covering every range band. I don't know why you wouldn't take Teucer. This guy's amazing. He's kind of eaten out. The only thing he doesn't get is marksmanship. We talked about him in the previous Combined Army episode. I love this guy. MSV2, Shock Immune, No Wounding Cap, BS14, Fearbach, and now he's linkable. So
No hidden deploy and neurocynetics are worse than hidden deploy and total reaction. I mean, a plasma sniper is definitely better, but it is a big difference between him and her, at least in that regard. Is she
I'm just
better?
looking at the
Is he
fact
better?
for 98 points between Achilles and Teucer, you cover every range band. And they fight like demons.
Oh, I mean, like this is what I was saying, where I'm like, I don't even know where to start because like this faction has been like, whatever, we'll get there. We'll get there. I got some harsh criticism. I was explaining to a new guy what a fork was the other day in Infinity. And I don't know if you noticed, but almost every single model in this faction does that. There is never a choice that you get to make when these guys come around a corner. Almost every single model. They all have a template and a gun, and they often have a template and a ranged gun and a short range gun. And it's crazy. But anyway, we'll get there.
And when you want to make your second Harris, you just throw in Pandy because Pandy's our next named character, and she's got tons of great profiles. But I sure do love that submachine gun pitcher flash pulse +1 burst. The pitcher pulsar flash burst +1 burst med kit +1 burst profile because it's real good at bringing Teucer or Achilles back to life with their especially Achilles with his Fizz 15. So
the question is she your chain of command or is Patrocles your chain of command?
It's either or. I'd probably have Patrocles be it.
He costs a lot more points to be. He's 5 more points compared to her 3 more points.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm watching for the what are the limitations, right?
So my thing is in the list I've made, that gives me a specialist option in his group.
Fair.
So in his Harris now, he can go push buttons.
He's the specialist.
He's the specialist. Right. That's right. Okay. Whereas she's the specialist in this one with her hacking profile. And if Achilles is dead, that far team's probably under threat. I would rather have her farther away from whatever just killed Achilles.
Yeah.
Then Drakios, and this guy got the weirdest change because he's riding a fucking dragon. Albedo -6, Bang Bomb +4, BS attack continuous damage, combat instinct. He's also a fire team master. Immunity shock, jump 3 inches, not super jump. Martial arts 1, religious troop specialist, stealth, terrain jungle. He's a size 5.
He jumps faster than he walks.
I know, it's weird, but he jumps.
No, that's funny.
But jump is a long skill, so he gets an extra inch in a straight line.
Yeah. He jumps faster than he walks.
In a straight line. Yeah.
You just need to get across the table and there's no everyone's.
I gotta go push the button.
So we got an Albedo superstar here with combat instinct. He's got a multi-rifle with a flamethrower, a Mark 12 or a Red Fury with a flamethrower.
He doesn't have a long gun.
No, the Mark 12 is what the best is it's gonna get, so the Red Fury. And then he's also got access to Kaidoimos, which is a size 2 little critter with a mind dispenser.
He could link with an AP HMG.
He sure can.
But the Kaidoimos is kind of cool. He's got mind dispenser shock.
Mind dispenser shock was what I was about to note. Is this guy again? We're talking about forking all over the place, right? You take this guy by himself, and he can fork his own fights by dropping mind dispensers out. And then our final named character, Kodali, because she's in this for some reason. And she's got parachutist versions or an FTO version or a forward deployment version. So you can start her off table with super jump, or you can start her forward deploy 8 min -3. Her fighting stats stay the same kind of across everything. If she's an FTO, you get strategic deployment though, or you can give her number 2. The cheapest version is the number 2 version. Right. She's immunity arm, martial arts 3, Protheon, and MSV2. What do we think about her?
I mean, it's Kodali.
I feel like if you're
I
not using
don't
her to
think.
jump, you're not really using her. Does that make sense? Like she needs to be off hunting things with martial arts and martial arts 3 CC 19 is still fucking weird to me. I don't know why they
Yeah,
gave her
for Protheon, you're like, meh.
that. Yeah. She wants to gunfight things to death and then go eat them, not fight them in melee.
Yeah. Yeah. I think 30 points is a lot. I mean,
37 is a
the
lot
thing,
for the jump version too, though.
but like, who wants strategic deployment is kind of where I'm looking at it, especially on some of those new missions, like the corner to corner deployment, where you're only 16
Yeah,
inches apart.
area of interest is a
Area of
real
interest and provisioning means that you're only going to
yeah.
be 12 inches away from their deployment. So, like, if you deployed her linked with a bunch of black hearts or steel jaws, you could deploy turrets in ARO into their deployment zone from your deployment zone.
Sure can. So you could pull her in with you have to have Achilles in the fire team with her, unfortunately.
Well, I just mean, like, I'm looking at the control fire team, which could be two steel jaws
Oh, is
with
she in that
her
one too? Yeah, she is. Yeah, yeah, I see it down further.
if you
Or the
wanted that as your
Harbingers. The
Harris.
Harbingers one too, you could do.
Yeah.
Because the strategic deployment is can't be with the Achilles one because that's
No.
FTO two.
Yeah.
And
just
so
just the number two one.
so
So
she
you
gets
can never
one
drag
black
it.
heart forward. And I guess you could throw Achilles forward as well.
Well, I think you take steel jaws if you're going to do that with her because they are the shorter range fighty ones
But
compared to the
she's not
Blackheart.
in that.
You can only do a Harris,
Oh, she's a
unfortunately, in
new
that
one.
one. So she could take two steel jaws and chuck them forward.
Yeah. And then they can get into it even faster. Or
Well, they've
What
got
am I
plasma
missing?
carbines and mine dispensers viral, which is fucking crazy. We'll get there though.
no, those are the Blackhearts. I'm looking at
That's what I
the
just said.
steel
Oh, you're talking
jaw.
about the
Oh,
steel
okay,
jaws.
yeah. I was talking about the steel jaws because they're cheap.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, in
two
the
wound.
control one, it could be Kodali and two steel jaws. Yeah.
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 And that's kind of all of our named characters. I think that's it for named characters. There are a few like weirdos, like Bit and Kiss is in here. She's the same. She has one profile though. She's just got the upgrade Trinity one, but she's the same as the core combined army one and the upgrade Trinity one that's in Onyx. You can get Cube Jaggers, Glyph Warriors is your new journalist, a 3-point war core with dodge +3.
4-point
I don't know.
work.
4-point war core, sorry. For dodge +3. I don't know why you would take this. I guess because
It's worse than a war core.
yeah.
I mean, he's slightly better because he's
I guess
got dodge
plus
plus three. Yeah.
But that dodge on 14, not bad.
Yep.
If you're just kind of standing up going, "Woo,"
And then you can still take a
Where's Jimmy?
Sasha. Yeah, you can still take a Sasha. Trying to see if there's any other real. Oh, we should talk about Kazuraba Ruby Monday, our other special character, because Owen's crazy for this lady for 19 points. Let's talk about her. 6'2 move. She's basically a super Sasha. 6'2 move, BS 12, Fizz 12, Whip 13, Arm 3, BTS 6, 2 structure, BS attack +1 burst, booty, so she could roll like a burst 5 HMG. Climb plus, dodge +3, immunity MB, so she can't be carbonated. Specialist operative, techno organic, and train total. No lethal guns though. Adhesive launcher, flash pulse, EM grenades, and a stun pistol. 19 points. Owen, you love this model. Tell me why.
I mean, it's the 19.2 wound heavy infantry, who's a specialist and is climbing plus. Like
It's a better digger. Not a special. It is a specialist. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
no, it's just better. It's just better than most infantry. Most heavy infantry in the game are inferior to this thing. Now, can it fight like they can? Sometimes, depends what it rolls on booty.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
even without that, it's just better than most
Its
infantry.
booty options are it could get a light flamethrower, which would be cool. It has a 1,
Sniper rifle, HMG.
2, 3.
Yeah, it's rolling for a 15 plus.
4.
If you
Yeah,
can get
it's rolling for 15
if you can get a 15 plus, you're
16
happy.
plus. 16 plus because you get this multi-rifle into 16.
Or even
8
regular
4
grenade.
8-4 with climbing plus is not bad because then she's just pure specialist person.
Yeah.
So you go,
HMG
I
is
climb
1.
10 and then move 4.
Sniper rifle, multi-rifle,
hackable.
Panzerfaust,
But can't be carbon.
or grenades. There's 5 chances in 20 of getting a lethal gun. 6-7
Yeah.
if you take the light flamethrower and the grenades.
But like you don't need to be lethal more often than not. Like adhesive launcher and flash pulse and EM grenades are good against everything in the
They're
game.
no joke. Yeah, they're no joke for sure. Yeah.
There's
I'm just
nobody
saying,
who
like,
wants to get shot by those.
the value of her goes up a lot when she gets a cool gun with +1 burst. That's all.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
A,
No,
a multi-rifle with +1 burst is effectively a multi-Spitfire. Like,
right. Yeah. A sniper with +1 burst is already good. Even just double tapping Panzerfausts and reloading them on a BS-12 model who can run around. But you could even take booty away. Like I would only be rolling for booty to try and get a stat modifier, like either MSV or move 8-4 or +4 armor or Mim 6. More because like I don't need her to kill you. There's a million like all the factions she shows up in. Do you think Shinden and Kestrel are really hurting for ways to kill people? But they are hurting for ways to get someone across the board to go boop the button. And why not send the 19-point disposable?
Faction isn't though. There's so many things that can boop the button. So
I mean, this faction is off the rails. Like
it is off the rails, yeah. So let's talk about our light infantry then. Speaking of which, we're not going to cover things that we've already covered, like the Cube Jagger or the Med Tech. Although he did get a slight change, we'll mention. He got the whatchamacallit skill, cyber plug on one of his profiles, so that he can be the leader for some of the profiles.
Oh, he got cyber plug as well. Interesting.
Only one profile did out of the 5.
Still.
But we'll start with our light infantry, the Cliff Jumper, the Extreme Jump Unit, +1 burst BS, combat jump phys 13, dodge +3, mim -3, parachutist and super jump jet propulsion, light shotgun, submachine gun, boarding shotgun guns. Not really a gunfighter, but we got a killer hacker and an FO, and then decent survival and fighting stats. It's kind of like a Tiger Soldier with slightly less armor.
Yeah, but with no Spitfire Red Fury, he's
just take Kodali. Just take Kodali. Like if you're gonna take a jump trip, take Kodali. I don't know why this. Like even the Cube Jagger, I think, is more efficient at what it does, and 15 points.
I mean, like, I don't mind the Fort Observer because you have a Paramine, which you can walk up to a corner, place that Paramine, and go
and then 4
around with a +1 burst boarding shotgun. That can cause a lot of mayhem. And with super jump, you're moving 6-4. I like the Fort Observer a lot.
You're gonna fly through your points fast. I just think this is not interesting.
For 22 points is a little pricey.
Yeah. Your Gearhead, this is your techno-organic cyberplug model, but you've also got an engineer this is kind of your support piece. So you have the FTO options with either engineer deactivator, a hacker with firewall -6, or a tag com with dodge +3 fizz and gizmo kit +1 and mine layer. They're pretty upgunned. Vulcan shotguns on the cyberplug basic ones, the engineers, and then combi rifles on the other ones, and decently priced. If you just want the FTO engineer, 18 points for a deactivator engineer zapper. The only thing I do like the hacker one too. The only thing I wish is that you had a disco ball option in here. There's no disco ball option.
It's fine.
Yes, the disco ball is somewhat limited.
Plugged attack remotes and forward remotes.
Weirdly, there's not a lot of smoke in here. Like you said, the smoke Patroclus is the only one that really seems to have it. And typically you'd find disco ballers on support pieces like this. This one doesn't have it either.
Nope, they're on the heavy infantry.
Yeah.
There's only one with disco baller. One smoke, one disco baller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Harbingers, these are our line infantry. So BS-11 line infantry with combat instinct, courage, and dodge +3. They do get a BTS.
Wild profiles.
The AP marksman BS attack -3 zapper profile for 17 points and no SWC is crazy.
Hey, you KSETSO losers. I'm back and I'm better than ever.
I'm back and eat your thunderbolt. I got an AP marksman rifle. I got more.
By the way, I have combat instinct. No, you can't surprise me.
You can't surprise me. Yeah.
Their line troopers are combat instinct hackers.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You get a hacker mine layer with combat instinct and an EM mine. And
18 points is not that much more expensive for a combat instinct.
Right?
Just have them in the corner and they're like, yeah, you throw pictures around, they're like, they can't.
Your FO gets a wild parrot for some reason, and then everything else is kind of meat and potatoes, right? You have an HMG, a missile launcher.
Well, their sidearms are zappers. All of them have EM guns as their main. They all have
template EM guns as their sidearms. So you can isolate people.
And then dodge +3 with courage.
They don't have the BS of a Fusilier, but they eat their lunch equipment wise and skills wise.
Yeah, they're more expensive though. They're paying a solid 3 point
It's one
tax
to 2 points.
above the other
Yeah,
guys.
like I think the basic guy is +1 point just for the combi rifle zapper.
No, he's 3 points more. Fusiliers are 10, just straight up.
Oh, they are 10. That's right, not 11.
Yeah, and so this guy's paying 3 points to get combat instinct, courage, dodge +3, +1 whip, +3 BTS, a zapper, and a breaker pistol.
And -1 BS.
Ugh.
At -1 BS.
Now, can you take them as a duo in the Harbinger fire team?
You bet you can.
You bet you can. And that's the important thing here, because that means you could just be like, oh, I sure do like this hacker with a gun for 35 points. I get a what is it? Does he have a pitcher?
Wait, is this their line infantry?
This is their line infantry. This is their line.
But you only get 5 of them, but they're not AVA total. They're AVA 5. So you only get 5 of them.
Well, I mean, they're like most of the sectorial line infantry, right? Like most sectorials have only 5. That's not all of them, but
if you want like a really efficient, cheap little pair of models to maneuver around and do objectives, that -3 AP marksman rifle with the hacker following him around with a Vulcan shotgun can do every job for 35 points and half a SWIC. Like they'll just cruise around some kind of unoccupied part of the board. They'll kill other line troops. They'll kill other basic bitches, and then like go push buttons, grab consoles, whatever you need them to do. They're a phenomenal steal for 35 points. All right.
Yeah.
Rain Dancers. These guys are MIM 6 martial art troop for some reason. Dodge +3, CC 23, 6'2", dodge +2 inches. So they dodge better than they walk. So you're going to do active turn dodge with these guys to get in the line of fire. Martial arts 3, MIM -6, religious stealth. And they're still BS 12. You get a variety of guns, and they're all FTOs except for one. There's a BS TAC +1 burst with a light shotgun, chain rifle, grenades, and EM mines. That's forward deployment mine layer for 23 points. And they're cheap. This is maybe the cheapest MIM -6 troop. I can't think of a cheaper one. Dude, a Foxtrot's 18 points.
The Cenobite is a 2 and 18-point heavy infantry with MIM 6.
No, they went up to 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got increased in points. I'm just saying they don't do like the dodge. I guess they do because they have the fizz already. But I guess
these guys are like
the discount is because they're irregular. Yeah, I was about to say like the reason they're cheaper is because they're irregular and they depend on.
But they have Drakios and stuff that'll make them, because they have Fire Team Master, they can become regular.
I feel like these guys need like a camo or something.
In all the fire teams, actually, they can become regular that they're in. So they can become regular in the Achilles fire team. They can become regular in the Shadow fire team just by hanging out with Patroclus.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess MIM 6 is nice to shoot people with, but if you're in the range of a light shotgun, you just dodge and melee them.
I actually think that the 23-point forward deploying guy
is neat. Mine layer
is my favorite out of them. That like in a faction of I can have unlimited whatever I want, all linked together. Him being able to just sit off on the side and be like a legitimate monster threat on his own. Because like this guy could just walk forward and just dodge into you. And then he'll hit you with a burst 3 shotgun or trip or double chains. That's pretty good.
Yep.
And especially with people that are like just around the corner, you can just walk up and dodge into melee, and they can't do it.
You can fork him with mines too, right?
He just forks about himself because he goes, what are you going to do? I have a shotgun and I have a chain rifle. And I have 2 of both, which means everyone dies if I shoot you and you mess up the saves. And so now you go,
I put a mine around this corner before I came out.
So and my third weapon is a breaker. So I'm good against every type of defense.
Yeah, and it's 2 chain rifles, so you don't want to get hit by 2 saves instead of just...
Right. So you're like, do you want to shoot me? I'm also MIM 6. My only issue is that he's actually like, he's an average melee guy. He's like he's right in the middle of like average melee dude.
He's there to bully other average melee people.
Yeah.
Which
he's good enough that he can
PS5 DA CCW is pretty good. Like that's not nothing. He'll break boxes really well too.
Yes. He is real good at the new mission that you have to go break your own objective because he will forward deploy towards it.
There's no mind wipe anymore.
No, it's gone.
Right. But that one.
But one.
All right. That's the mission. We have an NCO finally. Hooray! Another cool mini
attack. -3,
BS Tech
mimetism,
-3, and
warhorse.
Mid -3, and Warhorse. This guy is a cool gunfighter with all the
Expensive
guns.
though for 1 armor.
For 1 armor, he's expensive, yep, but he's again linkable, so you can stick him in with our girl Pandora as the research fire team. So you can just duo them with her. And she's got all the med kits.
I mean, BS Attack Mim 3 is basically Mim 6 for most.
Yep. Except you can't ignore the whole thing with MSV. And then Warhorses, you ignore it back, right? So
this is your MSV2 that isn't Tusser and Kodali.
Yeah. So you get MSV2 multi-marksman, which can switch to different types of guns. And can also,
if for whatever reason you went, you know what I really want? A weaker, less BS, worse gun NCO, I would bring this guy. Or I could bring Tusser for 5 points. And he is better in every possible way and is an MSV2 plasma sniper.
Or for some reason, I wanted to have 2 MSVs.
I wouldn't, but you do you, man. Or the killer hacker because Warhorse, and he can't be isolated, which is kind of cool.
Which is cool. Which means you can't isolate him. And
I mean, it's the multi-marksman rifle is more of an assault piece of like moving up the board and kind of
coming
around and fighting.
He's got an assault pistol too, which is no joke up close. Yeah. All right. Did the Nexus get any unique profiles in here? I don't think he did.
He's all over the place now because I don't remember what Originals guy was.
I like
but he's got NCO number 2, and this guy's your wild card, right? So he can't join the Achilles fire teams, but he can join all the others as a wild card. With his, I think there's only one FTO option, isn't there?
They gave him more abilities, and he's so expensive.
Did he already have the Carbonite and Oblivion +1 burst?
Actually, I think even the Nanoscreen one can join. Cool. Can the Nanoscreen one join a fire team? It sure looks like he can. Yeah, I need Nexus.
Linkable nanoscreens are actually wait. Every model with a nanoscreen in the game right now can link.
Can they? Okay.
Achilles, actually, no, all of them could. Everybody could.
Cool.
Yeah, because can she skin link? I think so.
I kind of like the Nexus as a hacker. Just having that 3 burst Carbonite.
3 burst Carbonite's cool.
Or 3 burst Oblivion.
Active, yep. And then he's
got too much competition for his hacking game.
The problem is
Pandora is going to be there,
Pandora,
right?
Yeah. Like you're choosing between her and this, and then Bit and Kiss too, right?
Or so just your regular Combat Instinct Harbinger, who's going to be around just existing for 10 points less. It's like, yeah, he doesn't get the extra burst. But he's EM mining the board, and he's 10 points less, and he's the same whip, it's just going to be an ARO attack anyway. Like, Pandora's going to be the one actively doing stuff.
Yeah. All right, boys, I'm sick of this. I quit. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
And nothing changed.
No, I gotta move some things around now because it severely changed where the things were on screen that we're recording.
All right, I'm gonna keep talking while you read or do stuff. Then.
No, I fixed it all. Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at the Wraith here, who might be good.
I think the Wraith is good
because he's hidden deploy, multi-sniper with marksmanship, mimetism, and MSV on BS12.
Or multi-marksman if you want to do the forward deploy with hidden deployment too.
Yeah.
So if you want to get into brawler range, if you need to save the SWC, which you might in this again, having that forward deploy option to get you into brawler range is pretty cool. And he's got marksmanship, Mim 3, MSV1, biovisor, and shock immune. He's like a super light Tusser, and he's kind of affordably priced.
Well, this guy's closer to Atalanta. Like, having marksmanship and MSV means that he actually shoots better than Tusser more often than not, because Tusser's going to hit on 14s against most enemies. This guy's going to hit on 15s against most enemies.
Mim 3 guys, he's better.
Yeah. Against Mim 6, Tusser edges him out by 2, but against most targets, his sniper is better, and he's doing it from hidden deploy instead of.
It's just not a plasma sniper; it's a regular multi sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's not as like they're different, but.
Yeah, but
this guy's only one wound.
The point value is difference is 7.
It's only 6.
7.
7 for the rifle.
Yeah. And then
Um,
you have that brawler option and an FTO option that can join. What's the
I
fire
think it's
team you can
Pandora.
join? It's Pandora's research fire team, and actually the Harbingers as well. And he counts as a Harbinger. So you can stick him with Harbingers and have him just count as that. So you could have that multi-marksman hanging out with forward deployment with
Okay, but does he
hacker and the
does he
thief.
outdo the AP marksman BS attack -3 Harbinger? Because that's his competition, right? Because that's
I
the
know,
other Harbinger. And
with an AP
for
marksman, yeah.
9 points, 8 points more,
Dude, I don't think he does. Absolutely.
it's
I'd rather have
close.
I'd rather it's
Marksmanship
close, but
MSV is cool.
it's 8 points. Eight
If
points
I'm
is a
playing
lot.
against Morats, I'd rather this guy. If I'm
Yeah.
playing against everybody else, I'd probably take the Harbinger for
Yeah.
to save the points.
No,
Yeah,
he's a neat. I actually think this guy's kind of neat. He's got places when you're making your fire teams. And again, this is like a mix your match list. You know what I mean? This faction is like all about creating weird little fire teams. So this guy's going to show up at some point, I think. All right, the
probably.
Ironsides Heavy Mobile Regiment. Techno organic, all attack aware, all combat instinct, all albedo -3, all BS attack -3, all religious. And they're BS 13, 6-2, arm 3 BTS 6, 2 wounds. And you have three of these guys. Now, where do they show up? They show up in the
Well,
heavy
first off,
fire teams.
they're the only disco ball in the faction
Yeah.
is on these guys. And so if you need disco ballers, which you do, he's the only one who's going to get it,
Yeah.
and you're going to want to bring that at
Yeah.
some
And
in some
it's
way.
on the basic guy. It's on the basic
Yeah.
dude. There's also a killer hacker. And this guy counts as you to get a duo bonus on them, you'd have to take two of them. There's no other thing that counts
Well,
as
no,
being iron side.
you can bring two steel jaws and Drakios as a core and get him his bonus that way. And then it also gives it to
Well, they only have
Drakios and the
duos.
others.
Heavies only get duos.
Am I missing something
Oh
in the
no, they're
dragon?
in the dragon fire teams. Oh, you're right. They're in
Yeah.
the dragon fire teams. I was looking at the heavies.
So like him and Drakios on their own is enough.
Correct. Yeah, they've all got the dragon keyword. You're right.
Yeah. And then you can bring steel jaws and make them regular and also get the benefit for the actually you'd be a 4-man pure core if you did two steel jaws and Ironside and Drakios.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'd also get plus BS. So it'd be BS 14 on this guy.
I think I take the rain dancer with them though. But you have to have Drakios in this one. You have no choice.
Drakios has to be there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather bring something else, but I think you need an Ironside.
Yeah.
I mean, you could swap out a steel jaw for the rain dancer. They're basically the same points if you want the bottom rain dancer,
But if
but
you're
I don't
taking
know if
Drakios at that point,
want.
you might as well just take the two Ironsides because they're almost the same points. And then you can
Ironsides?
Yeah, because you can do the heavies fire team instead as a duo and just take two Ironsides and have them be a team.
Oh, I see
Right?
what you're saying.
'Cause-
Just
'cause
them
I'm
on
saying,
their
like,
own.
because the
Right.
Drakios is almost as important as expensive, right? You only get one of them.
I guess I'm thinking of
Ironsides take
Drakios
themselves.
to bring the steel jaws or the rain dancers to make them
And do a
regular,
bigger
and then
team. Yeah, yeah.
and then this guy just joins them, where it's
Yeah.
like you only really need one of this guy because he's got one job. He's either the AP HMG and he's here to kill, or he's the disco baller and he's here to disco baller.
He's got two jobs.
It's either one, but he just
feels
does
like
the
you
thing,
feels like you just stick the two of those together and combine it for 80 points.
right? You could.
And you're gonna get up there in points real fast. That's the problem with this army.
Okay.
You get to start flying through points.
Juggernaut.
I love
Where
this
does
guy so
where does he
much.
sit in my
I don't know.
my tier list of tags?
Oh my god. Okay, so let's talk about this guy. BS 14.
Well,
First off, the 8-2 movement.
Can
Having
he
an-
beat Maximus?
Okay, so stop for a second. 8-2 movement. Let's just think about that for a second. He can maneuver 8 and still fire his gun. I think that's the only tag that can do that. That's amazing. That is a wild prospect, is that he can move that fast.
Other than the
BS
jumping and the climbing, because there's
Sure.
like 3 or 4 of them.
He's also climbing plus, so he can go 8 inches across a building if he wants.
Right.
Right.
He can go
So
10
that's
inches.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's right. He moves 10 inches. He's faster when he's climbing.
Yeah.
CC22.
You got to start touching it, but yeah.
CC22 with guard. He's got a PS4 DA close combat weapon and CC22 +1 attack CC. So like you get
He's
within 8
all
inches
right
of
in
him,
CC.
but it means he doesn't need to have an offhand gun because he just punches you instead. And
Yeah.
that's a huge thing for being snuck up on by MIM troops.
Yeah. He has no martial arts though.
Nope, he
And
doesn't. You're
so
right.
he doesn't have natural born. So when a
It's
martial
just
arts
his
guy
beef.
comes for him, he is in trouble. Like
Yep.
he's not awful, but like if the Fide climbs off the rooftop to go beat this guy to death, the Fide's probably going to win.
Sure. But if there's a suppressing Mim guy in cover within 8 inches of him, he just punches him instead.
Yeah, he walks around the
Right.
corner
He
and just
walks around
hits
the
him in
corner and just
melee.
goes, how about I just tear your body apart?
Yeah, I guess
Um,
even then he's still on 19s against a suppression guy because he still
yep,
suffers the mods. Yeah.
yep, yeah. But burst too.
That burst too.
And if I hit you, you die stats, right? PS4 DA is no joke when you're not getting
Mm-hmm.
cover and you're whatever that guy is. Climb plus courage, Dawes Fizz 12, Gizmo Kid Fizz 12, Med Kit Fizz 12, remote presence, tack aware, techno organic, so everything works on him to fix him. Arm 8, BTS 6, 3 structure size 7. You can take 2 of these guys. Plasma rifle +1 burst. So a burst for a plasma rifle that's PS 6 because that's our -1.
Yeah.
And a heavy rocket. Or multi HMGs with either an NC or lieutenant option.
So I don't think it's the MGs. I think it's plasma or bust.
Yeah, me too. Because like just the double damage on that thing and the fact that it's burst 4, you take, and he's so fast, you just take him as a brawler.
Well, you
attack.
close the gap with the rocket launcher, just opposing rolls if you need to.
Yeah.
And then
you
you
get
kill
inside,
them with the plasma.
and
Yeah.
you kill him with the plasma inside. Yeah. Do you think he kills Max?
I mean, on the active turn, he's got a pretty solid chance with the plasma gun.
You don't get cover. You're making
Yeah.
you're making 2 rolls every time.
Yeah.
Like the plasma
And
gun probably kills him.
it's on 12s. I mean, it comes down to just dodges, right? Like, because Max will dodge on a 16, he'll hit it on a 14. And so it's like you get 1 or 2 successes, which is saves on 6s. I think the problem is Max is going to go into smoke form, and then the Juggernaut can't fight him anymore.
Yeah.
Because the Juggernaut can't beat Max in melee.
And he can't beat him in melee. That's it. Exactly. Yeah.
Like it'll be, or I guess he could, but it's risky as hell to do 2 dice on a 16 versus 1 dice on a 24. I don't know if I'd risk that.
And he has no template, so he can't intuitive attack. All right, so you can't fight Max. Whatever. You love Max. The rest of the internet listening to this does not like Max, so we can just put that to bed.
Well, then it becomes okay. Like
tags?
The Wrecker is the next guy who's like one of the terrifying cheapo tags because the Wrecker's 30 points less than him. And if this guy gets hit by if this guy, we could do the Ulan because he can't beat the Ulan because the Ulan's in a marker state.
Yep.
And the Ulan kills this guy in probably 1 or 2 shots.
In active turn, he messes this guy up.
Yeah. It's basically like, I think the real question will be, and I haven't gone through it enough yet. I haven't played it, obviously. How well can New Wave defend this thing in the reactive turn? Because like reactive turn, this thing's a monster. It's really fast. It has a good gun. It has a really powerful. It can fight in. It can do all these different things, which is all great. It's a solid tag. It's a bit expensive, like upper 70s, low 80s, but it doesn't have any defensive tech other than guard, which is a cool ability, but most tags die from 32 inches away, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
If the Mormare decided that it was time for this guy to die, he's gonna die.
He's gonna obliterate this guy.
Yeah. And it comes down to like you have Tusser, who's like a really amazing ARO piece. You've got tons of EM mine layers. That's kind of like that's what I'm thinking.
You have a turn 1 hacking net potentially, right? With your mine layer hacking hidden deploy or
repeater guy.
Repeater hidden deploy. My thing is, how do you power this guy? Because you're gonna get what, 2 Echidrons? Do you get 2 Edrones? So you get 2 Echidrons. They've gone up to 11 points in the update. Like that's your cheapest troop right here. An E-drone.
Yeah, you only get 1 R drone.
You only get 1
R.
So you're cheated for 28 points. You can get 3. For 29 points, you can get 3 orders. Those are your cheapest orders.
The change to the Echidron. Like I was saying, I'm like, I think this is actually a like subtle but huge change to the factions. Change,
because you don't get net rods against these guys. You don't get
it's just 4 points. It's a 4-point difference, but it's all the difference.
There's no access to really cheap orders in this list at all. Your cheapest is 11 points.
Yeah. 11 is as far down as it goes. Now, that said, there's a whole bunch of like 12 and 13. Oh no, they don't even generate orders, so they don't do you any good. The puzzlers,
the cyber plugs don't do it. That's right, because they're all your cyber plugs.
Yeah, and they're cheap, which is cool, but they're no orders.
Here's the thing: is I love this guy. He's way too many points for this faction. Because like you said, you're going to take the 82-point one. You're going to take the top end one. I would never take like the NCO one gets a little better for getting orders out of a fire team, but you have other NCO options, and I
I
would never
might
take a lieutenant
actually,
option.
I might bring this guy as my lieutenant on the
Hey,
grounds that
you got lots
like
of chain of command options.
you've got chain of command and he's directly competing with Achilles, right? Like he's more expensive than Achilles is. He's the most expensive lieutenant by like 20 points.
Yep.
But if you bring him as your lieutenant, he can feed himself a bunch of orders because he's got
Mhm.
lieutenant, tack aware, his own. And then you're not that worried if he dies because you've got that chain of command. Now he can link with some weird stuff though, too, right?
He sure can. He can link, but nothing counts as him except for him. So you
Yeah.
can link him with
But it's
himself,
more like what can
Ironside,
he
Steeljaws,
drag?
Blackhearts.
Yeah.
Not that many interesting things. The Blackheart is just another gunfighter that does the same thing he does. Kodali is Kodali, which means you can forward. Well, no, it's FTO. Yeah, strategic deploy. So you can strategic deploy him.
Well, you
Like
could drag a
Steeljaw,
gearhead with him because the gearhead's an engineer.
you could wildcard the gearhead with him, yeah.
Yeah. Or a
Which would give
Nexus
him
to get a
which would
hacker.
give him firewall -6, which is neat.
Yeah. And the gearhead can also be the tag com
Yep.
if you want. So you could
But
have the
then you
two
don't get,
gearheads.
well, yeah, you could get because you can do a Harris for the heavy.
No, you
Yep.
can't. But you
No, it's
just
just
can you
duo.
do it
Yeah.
for it's
No,
just
yeah,
duo, yeah.
yeah.
But you bring the one, but you get your gearhead to get your tag comp because then the Juggernaut dodges on 15s, which is solid.
I don't
Um,
know. Firewall -6 is pretty fucking solid too.
yeah, and then well, I think you just bring both. Like if you're gonna bring this guy, he's all of a sudden become your army to some degree. Like you're nearly paying a third of your army, so you might as well like all in
If you take
on
the lieutenant, it is a 30 army with the
right.
gearhead, right? So like,
Yeah, but Tinbot 6 on a tag is huge.
yep. And you
BTS
get
9 now.
pitchers, BTS
Yeah,
9, yep, against hacking programs. So it's a neat choice. But I think, like you said, I think if you take a Juggernaut, it's your whole list now. You're not taking Achilles.
yeah.
I don't know. I like that plasma rifle, man. I don't like it as much as the multi HMG. Heavy
Okay, so
rocket
like
plasma.
other side, then you bring the plasma. Who's your lieutenant? Like same thing. You could
Huh.
do the plasma linked with the gearhead, and I think that's a great idea. But then your lieutenant
What are our
options
options?
are what's his name?
Achilles, the
Harbinger,
Nexus, and Harbingers. So the Harbinger cheapo one. You could take
and then
a
an
13
Ironside.
point guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
Because
still get all your chain of commands and
Lieutenant
stuff too.
Ironside gives you disco balls too, which is
Does,
pretty cool. And that gets you
which is
your
not
disco
nothing.
ball that can get your Juggernaut past the like
And then
Miranda.
you take Pandy chain of command in her fire team.
Yeah. Because you
So like
can,
if you do Ironside Lieutenant against Disco Baller, you link him with, I don't know, let's say the APHMG one. Now they've got some defense. Then you go Ironsides or the Juggernaut rather, and you take the plasma rifle one, and you still put in your gearhead. And that thing gets to give
because
it up.
now you can like, oh, they have a Miranda on the other side of the board or some equivalent to that. So you can just disco ball out the emitter because the emitter will mess this guy up,
Mhm.
especially if he's climbing all over the place and like trying to really manipulate the board for that movement. He's going to get caught out every now and again.
Yep.
And again, he doesn't have any defensive tech. He's got no MIM. He's got no BS -3. He's got no surprise attack. He's got none of those things. He's just a dude running around. And so,
And
yeah,
Pandy can hang it with Steel Jaws.
I think he's really cool. I think he's on the active turn. He's a monster. I don't know though. I'm not sold. I think he's just very okay. Guard's a neat gimmick. That's
It
kind
is a
of
good
how I look
gimmick.
at it. That's the one thing he's got going for him. There are other tags who do climbing plus and they do it better than he does. There are other tags that have multi HMGs, of course. He's got plasma rifles. That's really cool. But a plasma rifle's super short range. And I don't know if he wants to get that close to an enemy because like they're gonna hack him, they're gonna bury him in templates, they're gonna surprise him with revealed models, and then he has to get home. And
Yeah.
that's gonna be the trick.
You can get up to Ironside Lieutenant, Ironside APHMG, Juggernaut with a gearhead, Pandy with a Steel Jaw and then a pair of Harbingers for two little duos. Icadron, R drone, and you can still fit in a Sasha. You got 12 models, 298 points, 4.5 SWC, and you can play around with some of this stuff if you want. But that's, I think, a decent Juggernaut list. Throw in some kind of like thing to fix the Juggernaut. Like you could drop the Sasha and take what are our does the Gearhead have an extra engineer option? It does. Yeah, just take the engineer instead. Cyberplug engineer.
Yeah, I was doing
cheaper.
the tagcom one. So I had two of them. I had one that was the hacking firewall to link with him, and then just another one as a tagcom, so that he got the dodge bonus and the gizmo kit bonus.
Yeah,
that was where I was thinking, but it's looking real tough to try and get the.
That's what I mean. Fitting it all in, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, the floor for points in this faction is 11 points, right? So getting him to work is a big deal, and you still want to have some way to fix him if you're going all in on him. You got to have something to fix him with, right?
Yeah, you might not be able to do the Ironsides. It might have to be more Harbingers instead of, because those two Ironsides are another 80, 90 points.
Yeah, well, I think you take the Ironside Lieutenant still for the Disco Baller, but then you pair him with the other fire team, right? So you do him in the
Yeah, he just joins the Harbingers.
He just joins
or
the Harbingers
something
instead.
Assuming he can, right?
Join?
No, he can't.
No, he can't on the Harbinger fire team. There was one he could go into though. Which one was the one he could go into?
That was the Drakios one, but it needed Drakios.
But it needed Drakios. That's right. Yeah,
which is expensive.
It really is that. It's that or nothing.
I think you just don't do the Ironsides. You bring him and you play just a lot of Harbingers of like different flavors, and you do like sub 20 point models with like one or two 24 or 25s.
And that would let you take like a med tech if you wanted to as well. Because then you've got the doctor/engineer and you can take up some slave drones.
Like the fact that the Harbingers can duo and get those bonuses means that like who cares if they're just wandering around? Like they can go off and be by themselves, and it's like they're so effective troopers.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a case of your whole list is birthed around the Juggernaut.
Around this one guy. Yeah, exactly. Around this one guy.
And you could just get unlucky. Option. And you could just get unlucky where he walks around the corner and a guy reveals who, like, he climbs around a wall and the Flammenspear comes out of hiding and hits him and he burns to death.
Yep.
Where you're saving on like 9s and you're dead. And I think that's spooky. I am, compared to all the other crazy stuff in here, the Juggernaut is like, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. You could take a Cyberplug though, and that would give you access to the next thing we're talking about. Because you could do a Gearhead Cyberplug with 2 slave drones as like your Mr. Fix-It. That would give us access to the thing that comes after the Juggernaut, which is Sartroid Ranters and Puzzlers. And these are the weird new peripheral Cyberplug troops. Basically, they're kind of like a puppet bot or what's the other one? Antipode, where this guy doesn't generate orders. He's a remote, and every time you give the Gearhead an order, these guys could do something instead of him doing something. It's a neat profile, but even when he dies, you can do the autonomous profile. He just becomes unconnected, and he loses a 2BS, and I think that's it, and a whip. But his stats stay the same. And it's a Mark 12, a Spitfire, or a Thunderbolt SMG for one of these guys, for the Ranters. And their ECM hacker -3, courage +2 dodge, forward deployment 4, MIM 6. So this guy's like a no-joke gunfighter for 18 points with a Mark 12 or 19.
Even 12 points with a Thunderbolt. A MIM 6 Thunderbolt on BS13 is actually good.
And they're AVA too.
Now here's the problem, and let's talk about
no more orders. Let's talk about this guy. Right? He takes up a slot. He gives you no orders.
Well, he doesn't take up a slot. He doesn't take up a slot, but you don't have any points.
He's a trooper.
Is he his own thing?
Yeah, he's a remote trooper. No.
But he's a peripheral.
No, he's a peripheral. You're right. He's a peripheral.
Yeah, he's just a peripheral.
Yeah, he does.
But the problem is like points. But anyway, the Puzzler, I think, in my opinion, is way cooler than the Sartroid Ranter. Only because he doesn't care if he gets downgraded, because his movement goes down from 8.2 to 6.4, but templates don't mind, and he's here to deploy repeaters and run around.
He infiltrates at
Yep.
Fizz 12. He's got surprise attack -6, min -3. And I'm not sure where his surprise attack's coming from.
He has a camo one
Oh, he
use.
has camo one use
if
or hidden
he's
deployment. Or hidden deployment.
Yeah.
That's depending on which one you take. That's right. So infiltrating hidden deploy Emorats or acrolat cannons. He's got a
who also
+1
has a
stun
repeater.
pistol. Who also has a repeater. Deployable repeater. So he's neat. And he's the
Like-
one that you just like, you don't care about giving this guy orders because he's never going to active.
He's just going
Right.
to ARO drop
he's
a
gonna do it
repeater
once.
or
That's
ARO
right.
drop a Marat, and then they're going to kill him, and you're going to go, ha, you're inside my Marat or my repeater now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This guy stands out to me so much more because of that. Like the ranter is like, look at me, I can go and fight and I have a gun. And it's like, yeah, get in line. There's a lot of people who do that, but they generate orders.
And this guy right now is unique to this faction.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just him.
Well,
he's a neat profile.
Other than the vanilla he shows up in.
And he shows up in vanilla too, yeah. But I mean, like to combine army, there's nothing really else that does this connected autonomous thing. Like this is like a new like gimmick, basically.
Yeah.
And I like him. And like they're up armored, armor 3 BTS 6, like they're tough remotes.
Yep. And then they're gonna be
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say unconscious level 2. They're hard to kill.
Because they're remote presence, that's right. Contra Bandoleros, a research extraction team. This guy's your skirmisher. He's basically like a super treasure hunter. Camo, dodge +3, hidden deploy, shock immune, infiltration fizz 16, so you can go over the line on a 10. Min -3, 13. Min -3, stealth, surprise attack, train total. Hacker profile, killer hacker profile, mine layer, FO, SMGs and boarding shotguns, combi rifles, and an offhand zapper on everybody. And
so here's our second hidden deploy infiltrator with his EM weapon.
That's my thing is like how so like let's just kill this juggernaut experiment now because we've kind of like played it out. Let's talk about how many hidden deploy guys we can take because it's a lot.
It's just the Wraiths, 3. It's the
puzzlers.
Wraiths.
Yeah, but it's AVA2, AVA2, AVA2. It's 6 hidden deploy guys. That's a lot.
Yeah. It's the puzzler though who in my mind stands out so hard. But then this guy, because you could just roll it and try and get those 13s and land on their half of the board. And now they know that somewhere, as soon as they walk out of potentially in their deployment, like right at the line, you just get hit by a zapper and it just ends the run right off the bat. And you could have them in reserve. You could have both of them in reserve and just be like, I roll a 13. Oh, I failed. He goes back to my deployment. All right, I roll a 13. Okay, over to you. Enjoy your first turn.
2 Wraiths with 4 deployment hidden deploy multi-marksman rifles, 2 puzzlers with hidden deployment, like the cheap ones. A contrabandolero, FO, and a hacker, killer hacker, is only 131 points. You have 6 hidden deploy models. They only generate 4 orders, though, because those puzzlers don't generate shit.
Well, none of them do because they're hidden, but when they reveal and die, yeah. That's what the Sartroids are so weird.
But I think that's going to be the art of using the puzzlers and stuff like that, the Sartroids, is using them reactively, and then you don't care if you're feeding them orders or not.
Well, the crazy thing about the Sartroid is that you could count 15 orders and not see them.
Yeah.
And so like you could look at it and be like, oh, I see 15 guys. I'm going to move up. And then it's like, surprise. That's
right, yeah.
This is man number 16. Got you.
Gotcha. All right, Tech Dragons. These are your boys right here. The ogres, all these size 5s. 6-4 move, not great CC. BS 13 though with BS Tech +1 burst, Fizz 12, Whip 13, Arm 2, BTS 3, 2 Vita, immune to crit, Min -3, religious, technographic, terrain total, discover +3. And then they got a bunch of guns, the Blackhearts do.
These are the shooty ones. The Steeljaw is the melee one, but this is the shooty one.
Contender,
look at that first profile.
I know. Emorat, Mind Dispenser, Viral. So you fork with a viral Mind Dispenser and a Contender or a Panzerfaust.
And he's BS attack plus burst and an Emorat.
Yeah.
He has everything he needs. Everything he needs. This is an example of what I was trying to say right at the beginning where I'm like, oh, look, it's an everything guy.
He can AVA 4.
He can fight anything at any range of any type of defense. He's good against everything. There is no profile that answers this guy.
if we want to lean into these guys, so the black cards can be taken as research fire teams. So you take Pandy with like, I don't know, hacker chain of command, let's say. And then you just start leaning into these because you can have a full core team of these. So two contender ones, and then I don't know, let's say,
Or you could just duo them with themselves because they can do that.
can they?
Yeah, they're just a
Where?
control fire team. They can duo with the Steeljaws too. They could all just be friends together. Now they're all irregular if you do that. You won't
Oh,
get
that's
them
true. Yeah, yeah.
regular,
You won't get
but
regular. You
um,
have to find them orders somewhere else is the problem with that.
well, the thing is they're duoed in ARO, and then on your active turn they shoot mines, and at the end of your turn you just put them back into a duo.
Yeah, I think that would be the trick I would do is I would have two as a duo and then two with Pandora to make some more orders. And then you have like the active one sitting with Pandora and the reactive ones sitting doing by themselves to triple tap their Panzerfausts and then
Wow,
reload off the back of the bots.
2.5. Yeah,
I mean, that's huge.
I mean
Triple tapping and then
the
reloading.
4 dice contender's pretty good.
Yeah, sure is. I mean,
Like,
that's active. That's not reactive. You got to find them orders then, right?
I mean, in reactive it's only two, like everything else, but I just mean if you're going to have one with Pandora, you just have that guy. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of profiles here, and the first one, maybe the third one, if you want the plasma instead of the contender. Personally, I like the contender more. You can find plasma guns all over the place in this faction. I don't think he needs to be it. And T2 is its own gift,
Yeah.
and it has range bands that the plasma doesn't. And so all of a sudden now you have the contender Panzer and the burst 2 Emerat. Like, I don't know. I think
EM
these are,
Carbines, Panzerfaust, these are a great model.
yep, just as
The only thing
everything.
is they're big, and they're big meaning that they can probably see a lot too. I think that's a
Yep.
big deal.
And they're looking to find people, right?
And they're
Like
looking to exactly they
they
want to
want to
shoot
see
these
you.
guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones,
The steel jaw.
the steel jaws, your melee guy, these guys are
Yep.
cheap, and you can have four of them too. And now they can. These are the ones I think you. Do they have frenzy? No, they don't get frenzy. So you can keep them in your duos all you want.
Yeah.
Who
And
else can
also it's Drakios again. He likes his dog.
it would be Drakios for this one, yeah. And he could be a
Yeah.
core.
Yeah. And I mean, they can also be with Pandora, and you can do that there as well. Like, you can have both. Like, you could have a core that had two black cards, two steel jaws, and Pandora, and then another Harris that had Drakios with two more steel jaws. And then they're all regular, and you get all the big guys. And this guy has a CCAP viral PS4 melee weapon,
I think this
who's
is a
martial
list,
arts too.
man. I'm at uh I'm at 5 12 models, 12 order generating models, and I'm only at 262 points. I got Drakios leading two sensor steel jaws and two regular steel jaws with armed turrets. I got two Black Horts off by themselves with Pandora, and then two Echidrons to reload the other two
Oh,
defensive ones.
Patrocles also runs them.
Oh, can he really? So then I take
Yeah.
Patrocles, and there's my lieutenant. Oh, I like this.
Can he lieutenant?
Patrocles?
No, it's chain of
Oh,
command.
he's only chain of command. That's
He'll
right.
never lead.
Well, I've already got Pandora chain of command, so I don't need that. I take BS Tech +1 burst one. And now I have to find a lieutenant somewhere, and that's gonna have to be the little guy. So two Harrises and a core, and then I guess a Harbinger lieutenant. I think this actually works. I got 15 models, which is really funny. I'm just losing this guy, I guess. Losing one of my Echidrons because I have to reload with one instead of two. And I can find points for somebody else. Is there a cheaper lieutenant? No, that's it. That's all I can take. Yeah, it's only 2.5 SWC, but man, is it a lot of dragon men. It's all the big guys. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 size fives. I'm not mad about that.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7. Oh, 8, 9 with the puzzlers. Yeah.
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 That's a lot of orders. And they're all regular because they're all
Yep.
hanging out with their 5T masters.
You
That's
have
not nothing list.
You have a bunch of guns. I mean, I brought the Patrocles with the smoke grenades too. So I have smoke
Yep,
grenades. I have
me too.
Pandora Hacker who has the med kits as well, because then
Yep,
she
same
can
with me.
med kit all of these dorks. You have Drakios with a Red Fury, give you a little bit of range.
Yep. Take that instead, maybe. Ah, it's too many points. Chain of, oh, I can do that one, chain of command. Yeah, that's the one. Heavy rocket Patrocles. Hell yeah. And I've still got room for, I don't know, something else. Yeah, that's a not terrible list. I'm saving this one. This is gonna call us one big guys. Because I feel like this is the way. You do the big guys.
It's probably the route. Like it is probably that. Well, maybe. Who knows? I mean, on the face of it, you have every weapon to deal with every problem. The only thing you don't have is MSV, but you don't care all that much about needing MSV because you're so fast and you have so many mods on your own side that
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, sure.
And you're wildly efficient because you've got Harris core, right? So people are just like throwing around. And one of these cores is or one of these Harrises is super defensive and reloading off the Echidron.
Well, you can even just sacrifice puzzlers to reveal and like bait stuff out.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh yeah, I spend an order on this puzzler. This hidden model comes out of hidden and walks across here. Does anyone want to shoot him? He walked 8 from the mid board into your deployment zone and it has an emerat.
Not to mention the fact I'm throwing out 2-armed turrets, so I get extra armed turrets here as well.
Oh, you brought the turret ones. I see. I didn't bring the turret one.
I brought
That
2
was the
sensors,
difference.
2 turrets. 2 sensors, 2 turrets.
I just brought a whole gang of sensors because I figured that I
Pretty
would
cool.
also coordinate lay viral mine. And then
Yes.
then it's like, all right, kill them. You kill Drakios, the dogs are loose.
That's
Drop
it,
mines.
Yeah. Drop mines.
Well, they also all have 2 wounds.
That's what I mean. Everything's got 2 wounds.
Yeah. Yep.
Literally everything has 2 wounds except for the lieutenant just sitting there like a dink. Does Drakios have NCO? No.
No.
No, he doesn't. He's just Fractured Mustard. Okay, I can live with that then. All right, our final unit, the Skyhounds Combat and Air Recon Squadron. The new plane. Aerial, Courage, Discover +6, Dodge -3, Gizmo Kit Fizz 14 with Techno Organics. You can shoot with Gizmo Kits. Mim 6, No Cover, Remote Presence, Super Jump 3, Super Jump Jet Propulsion, Tech Recovery. Sorry, not Techno Organic, Tech Recovery, so you can shoot with Gizmo Kits. BS 14, Arm 4, BTS 6, 2 Structure.
He's like a slightly weaker Red Eye.
Yeah.
But he has a better gun.
+1 burst with a plasma carbine and Thunderbolt AP, and then a mine dispenser, so he can fork corners with that plasma carbine and a mine dispenser. That's pretty horrifying. And then an X visor with a +1 burst multi-rifle, flam and spear mine dispenser. I think the plasma carbine's better.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the Thunderbolt covers so much range with 3 burst AP.
And it's AP, right?
I mean, like, right? So
it lets you move to close in, and it doesn't have an ammo limit on it.
And then both have a mine dispenser, a BS 14 mine dispenser, which is crazy.
Yeah, so it's shooting on 17s, and he moved 11 to get there. So it's like whatever you want it to be.
I just dropped this down.
Yeah.
He's cheap too, man. 33 points for all that. I think I might actually take this guy.
Maybe. I mean, you have to change your whole list, right? Like it's one of those, this is what I'm real at, like as we've been talking about it and going through it. It's like you have everything. You have all the tricks, you have all the abilities, but there's a few like pylons that hold up your whole faction. And it's kind of which one did you want to use? Like in order to open the door for smoke or disco balls, you require a 40-point guy. 36 or 36, actually. It's the same, or 31 on the cheapest end.
I can get mine in barely. And it drops Pandora's team down to a whatchamacallit, down to a duo. So her team's a duo now and moves forward with a plasma carbine. And then I'm at exactly 300 points with a Skyhound and then a Harbinger Lieutenant. 4 Steel Jaws with Drakios, and that's 1 fire team or one group, and then a Blackheart with Pandora, Echidron, 2 Blackhearts with Patrocles.
There's my version. I posted in the chat there.
And we'll put all this in the description as with our codes.
I mean, we're trying to build the same list essentially, but
Yeah.
whatever.
People look at it. Well,
So
I
I got to 15 orders, 17 models.
I got to 13 orders. I didn't take any of the like little dinguses.
Yeah, because I wanted to offset the puzzlers and just
Yeah,
get. I mean, Sasha is Sasha, and the work order is a work order. That's kind of my thinking.
100%. Man, what a weird. So first thing first, I like that this is weird. I don't know how they'll grow it though. Does that make sense? Like I feel if anybody gets into this army, this is the army forever. Like I don't know what they introduced to this army without giving it like generic stuff that all the combined army get that maybe changes it a bit. Like it feels like it's got plenty of options right away. It has a plane, it's got some support troops, it's got some specially trained troops. Like it doesn't have like the depth of like a Hack Islam faction or something like that. But I don't know where you go from here because the whole thing's built around 6 characters.
I mean, every combined faction has been broken because of that, right? Like they're all like this. Whether it like this has been my comment on combined armies design decisions since the get-go. Like think about Morats, right? What is your army? Well, it's the Yaugat sniper, it's Kornak, it is the drop trooper, and it's Datarazis. And then you bring something else. It's like, oh, I like Sogurats. I bring a Sogarat. Or like I like Dart, or sorry, and a Dartok. I don't know how I forgot about that. And
Well,
like
I don't know. I
those,
don't know
there's
if
the
this
pillars
one's
in that
that
faction.
bad where there's like I don't see the pillars yet in this. You know what I mean? There's
Well,
some really good things, but I do think you could like we managed to make two relatively different lists and then the character list on top of that, which is kind of where we started.
well, that's what I mean though, is that the nice one about this faction is they were kind enough to just give them all a name, right? So
Yeah.
your pillars are which part of Achilles' crew did you like? Did you do the
And do you
Teucer
split
kind
them
of
up or do you stick
game?
them all together? Yeah, because like sticking them all together is one big choice from the beginning. It's like making a pain train. Or do you split them up and have them lead their own little teams, of which they kind of each get one special flavor that they get to add?
My feeling is it'll be either you'll use these named characters or you won't use any at all.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the route it'll go in that your lists will turn
Well,
into
they've made some kind of undeniable. Like I think you're always taking um what's her face, Pandora, simply because she unlocks a bunch of fire teams. And if you're taking big guys, you kind of have to take what's his face at some point, Drakios. If you're taking little guys, you kind of have to take Patrocles. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But what I'm saying is like I can play a totally different game made up of duos of Unidrons, Steel Draws, Black Hearts, Ironsides, Harbinger gangs, Wraiths. Like all of these things show up in their own versions that don't require any of those name characters, and they get around all of the low cost issues.
yep, yep. You can flex the list pretty well. I don't know what you add to this. Like they have access to a little bit of everything already, is what I'm saying. Like I don't see any obvious gaping holes. They can do heavy infantry, they can do
Oh yeah, no,
tags,
I
they can
that
do, you know
wasn't
what I
what I
mean?
was trying to
Like
say. Yeah. That wasn't
what
what I
I'm
was
trying to say
saying.
is where does it go from here? Like I think this is a pretty complete
Yeah,
vision of what this is going to be from the get-go.
right. Yeah, I don't imagine they'll get any kind of expansion.
Like they won't get a second tag. They probably won't get like a size 6 tag or like anything like that.
Yeah, they're gonna get
Because
like an
instead they
alternate
get the size
box
5 guys. Yeah.
because like they have one tech dragon in that starter set. So like the Sartroids clearly need to come out. And then there's gonna be probably a collection of these characters that I see names of that I don't recognize from that starter set. And so you'll get like a gearhead box and you'll get like another beta pack that has like
Yeah, you'll
one
get the
Wraith
action
and
pack,
one
and then you'll get
whatever.
a well, they won't do a Beyond box because the Beyond box is the starter set with the action pack usually attached
Right.
already because it's what 10 models, and then you'll get like a tag box. You'll get a
Yep.
support box, which would be the gearheads probably with. I bet they do the gearheads with the Sartroids as a single box.
Yeah.
So you get
You
one of you
get
get
one
one
of
of
each.
each with a
Yeah,
gearhead. Yeah, that's what they'll
exactly.
do. They'll do that.
Yeah.
They'll do the tag.
You'll
They'll
get something where you'll get
do
a contrabandolier, you'll get the
yeah.
plane on its own, you'll get like
It'll
an
be a reinforcements
Ironside plus
box
some
probably or something like that.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll do
No,
blisters for the journalist and
well,
probably
he's the journalist is already the add-on for buying the pack right now. You get him
oh,
as like
he's the free guy.
he's the
That's
freebie.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What a weird box. Well, I mean, the nice thing is you're not going to need a lot of models for this. You'll probably just need to double down on certain blocks if you want to lean into certain things. I actually don't think you ever buy two tags because I can't see a way of taking two
Yeah,
with
I'll
any
try.
efficiency. I mean, yeah, for 160
Um,
points to get to two. I guess you could team them with the Unidrons. What's your AVA? You only had two Unidrons. You can't even. I guess it's the Harbingers.
Wait, does Unidron have a tin bot? He does.
He does.
Little cheapo Unidron tin bots to connect to
Yeah.
your giant juggernaut.
Well, if you're taking Juggernauts, aren't they duoing? You're
Nah,
taking two
you
of them.
you put them on each corner of the board. I don't think they benefit at all from being duoed with each other. Like all you do is you get your eggs in one basket in that case. Like Magariba guards, for
Yeah.
example, you don't duo them with each other.
Yeah.
You duo them with someone else to drag along with them to go do something. I mean, you have to bring a gearhead TACCOM now if you're going to bring two tags. You don't
All it
really need an
begins.
engineer because you have speedball.
You do have Speedball.
You bring Lieutenant Harbinger because of course you do.
You
And
have to.
how do you
I think you
protect
do black
him?
you do two black hearts with Ichadrons to reload them. And then you build up the fire team with a hacker and stuff and a
Oh
gearhead
yeah.
cyberplug engineer
Do you just do yeah, you do two black arts in a
with an
duel with
Ichadron.
themselves.
Yeah. And you have the Ichadrons reload them and they stand around doing all the extra
Ah, they might be too
shooty
expensive
shoots.
though.
They're 50 points. It's true.
It might just be Harbinger zappers. Like it might
Harbinger
just
Zappers fighting in
be
every direction.
like it might just be max out Harbinger to start. Like I think that's actually the way to go. Because I get to my 10 orders and I've got two hacker mine layers, two AP marksmen, my lieutenant, and then I've got my Unidrons who are linked, and I've got my Icadron, and I'm at 288 with 10 models, and two of them are the tags.
283. I'm in roughly the same place.
Yeah. It's like, do you bring this or that?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, it
Maybe you
can be
take
done.
one of those guys. Yeah, I don't know. Take this guy and take one of those Sartroids. I do like the Sartroids, man. That Sartroid is a real deterrent. Not the other one, the Tech
The,
Dragons. The
oh, the
Blackheart's a
tech
real
dragon.
it's a real deterrent.
Yeah, I think the puzzler's more annoying though.
Doesn't make orders though. In this list, I think you want the orders.
Yeah. I just think of
Well,
it like the Sartroid puzzler can protect the Juggernaut in a way that kind of nobody else can.
true enough.
Like
Yeah,
the
true
Tech
enough.
Dragon, the Blackheart is like, oh, that's like a fighty guy, and he's got mimetism, and he's pretty good. But he can just like you could just smoke shoot him and kill him, right? There's no real way to figure out where that stupid puzzler is going to come out of the woodwork and just acrolat cannon you,
You're not wrong.
or stun pistol you, or emer at you, or whatever. And like all of these different things that can happen to you when you walk by a guy who's size 5 just standing in the middle of a field, invisible. Because like I wouldn't even bother putting him in cover. I'm just gonna put him wherever the routes are. I don't care if he dies. I don't lose anything. He
You're not
is
wrong.
he's a spicy meatball. I think the I'm most not looking forward to running into Sartroids.
Yeah,
The return of
they're
the
no
day
joke.
one is coming because like
Return of the Day one.
he's gonna be my boy of walking around and being like, any of you idiots want to reveal? Because I
My
don't care.
brief dynamic life is here
Yeah.
to go into many levels of unconscious
Where's
and
the
fight you.
juggernaut? I'm gonna go kill him.
Go break his legs.
I'm gonna hit him with my blitzen. Anyone want to stop me? No, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
So stupid. All right. Well, I think we've done it. We've effectively looked through this list. It's a lot, man. Standout features for me, obviously, I think we're both in agreement. The Tech Dragons and the Sartroids are really, really cool. Um, your Ruby Monday, you really like. And I think the Flyer's legit. The Skyhound is not bad for the 30 something points you pay for it. There's a lot of
Sure.
like neat stuff in here. And then nothing seems to be like over costed, but everything's reasonably costed. And therefore, an army with so many named characters becomes hard to like fit the big moving blocks around in because there's no cheap core points. There's no way to get like 7 orders for 30 points. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which I think is good design because it makes you have to make choices. You're never going to get the perfect list of this.
Yeah, and like that is all good, and like
it's better for you and me because we sit and theorize for longer. You know what I mean? Like I don't think this list gets solved quickly.
yeah, it'll be kind of a question around like I do think that the puzzler is going to pop up very early as like a standout. If I had one guess, that guy is going to start. I think he is. I think
the way he works is going to be really, really
on the reactive turn being
sure.
obnoxious as hell, and then on the active turn hitting you with a -12 because he's surprise attack -6 mimetism cover acrolat cannon and just ending somebody.
For sure. My thing is though that the downside of him is he doesn't make any orders in an army that's hungry for orders.
Yeah. And I would agree with that. If he
that,
wasn't,
that kind of balances it out. You know what I mean?
If he wasn't tied to a guy you were going to bring anyway, and
you don't
only
need him
12
though. But you already said you don't need him. You know what I mean? Like
you could bring Wormbot.
That guy. Sure.
Medtech Obsidian Mechanide is also a cyber plug, and that guy's great. He does everything.
Sure does.
And so like 24 points plus 24 points, it's 48 points, and I get my Medtech and 2 of these idiots.
And you get some bonus BS, basically.
What?
And you get some bonus BS because you're taking a cyber plug.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, I have to bring a cyber plug so I can bring them.
Yeah, exactly. No, do you have to include a cyber plug to take the units at all?
Because who do they peripheral with?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You have to have a peripheral.
Yeah. It's like bringing a bot with no bot or no guy, right?
No guy.
So yeah, I'm assuming you have to bring a cyber plug. Maybe I missed the peripheral rules.
That. I'm pretty sure that's what it says, but let's look it up RealNet right now.
Yeah.
Peripheral, when creating an army list, determine how many troopers in the combat can contain a controller, and all of its peripherals count as a single trooper. So you have to have a controller.
Yeah, there you go. And they have to be in the same group and blah, blah, blah. It's all the same rules as like a PAL bot, right? But you won't even know. You won't even know if this guy's here because you have, like you had said earlier, you have a bunch of hidden deploy stuff. And like 2 puzzlers is about the same cost as that Contrabanderolo, whatever. And he's hidden deploy as well and can just do objectives. And then you also have your cliff jumper who's around the same points as well.
The wiki's not updated yet, so I'm quickly going to pull up Cyberplug.
Who's the other one?
The only place to read it right now is in the rule book.
Like notably the Wraith hidden deploy guy, like the multi-marksman and the sniper, is almost exactly the cost of 2 Sartroids.
Yeah. Do you know what the Cyberplug skill does? Troopers with this special skill may have peripheral Cyberplug.
Well, there you go.
That's what the skill does. So it's exactly what you just said.
Yeah, perfect. That checks out.
Sweet. Well, we did it, guys. We did another one where we basically got to show off all of this hot new stuff the day after it came out. So thanks for listening and or watching. If you're watching this on the new like video format on Spotify, because that's something that we can upload now, or if you're listening to it on any of the other podcast platforms or watching on YouTube. Obviously, you can see behind me November 22nd and 23rd. We have the satellite event happening here in Southern Ontario at Torchlight Games and Hobbies. It's called a Autumn Assault. Owen and Dan are planning on coming down.
There's a good chance. It is looking like I'm going to be doing that. I got all my approvals. So
excellent. Well, there's a good chance we're going to be doing a live podcast taping Saturday night. So if you want to come to a live podcast taping, get your ticket, and that will be part of this thing, eating pizza and doing a live podcast recording with lots of shit talk, I'm sure, from many of our special guest friends. We can have people come on and ask questions. We can have Spud heckle us from the peanut gallery. So go get your tickets. Support independent gaming.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.